I have a lot on my mind to share with you, but I will just do what I can right now. So, what I want to talk about is mixing products. And when I say mixing products, I don't mean applying a product after you've applied an initial one. I mean combining two products into each other. I've seen a lot of clients damage their existing products because they just take two products that have no relationship and they mix them, and they mix the whole thing up, and then aside the fact that they've damaged the product, they also start applying it on their skin and start creating other problems for themselves. So let me say this: there are concentrates. I would, maybe in another video I will show you some concentrates, because I'm going to be discussing certain things in another video. There are some concentrates, for example, there are 3% hyaluronic acids, there are maybe 20% AHAs, there are all kinds of serums, maybe 1% retinols, 0.05 retinols, and all that are made as concentrates, right? There are so many treatments that can be done. You see 10% vitamin C's, you see 5% niacinamides, 10% niacinamides, 20% niacinamides, and all that. And all these treatments and concentrates are formulated, targeted at addressing different skin issues and different skin needs. There are some concentrates that are too high in percentage that you cannot use it just like that. For example, Abutine, over the counter approved percentage is 2%. If you're going to do 4%, it requires a doctor's approval, and in most cases you'll be advised to put a drop in your body lotion, so or your face cream, right? So you pump out maybe a pea size of your face lotion and you put a drop of the Abutine, and then you mix on your hand and apply to your face, right? You can do so. Usually when you buy those kind of products, you need product advice. You can be advised to do that with a 3% hyaluronic acid, so that you're not applying a 3% concentrate of hyaluronic acid directly to your face. Even in many cases, patch testing is required. But we have other issues. These are guided skincare applications, right, where you take a particular product and you just inject basic drops of concentrates in it to improve the action, which you apply to your skin. But we have other issues where people just take products and mix them and damage them. And let me give you an example. I was just sharing with a friend that someone bought this regular cups we have these days of African black soap, and then the next thing I hear after the whole drama had happened and she came back for consultation is that she took the cup of soap, goes to her house, gets a patch of, what is it called now, aloe vera, empties it into it. This is untreated aloe vera, which may have some impurities, maybe due to how it grew, or may even have some level of acidity because of its nature, and all these things are not, aloe vera is not necessarily friendly for every skin type. You may be sensitive. Lots of people deal with sensitivity, and everybody deals with sensitivity at different ranges. And so she empties out this aloe vera into the black soap. She empties some amount of turmeric. She empties some amount of, what else did she say she did? She empties some amount of raw egg. I don't know where that kind of idea came from. And then by the time she mixed up the entire solution, it became some form of poison, right? And then she applies it. She's still using it to bath, and she came to me with all kinds of skin reactions. And I said, how did this happen? And she starts explaining what she's done, because she said she wanted to prep her skin some more, so whilst she's being treated, I had to start explaining why those kind of actions do not, it is unapplicable. Women, it's unapplicable, okay? Products are formulated a certain way. Before you start mixing and concocting. Please ask questions and stop taking every story and everything you see on social media and you go and pour it into your skincare product. You damage the product and you begin to create problems for your skin. Already your skin is sensitized. Treatment sensitizes the skin, so you don't want to further now irritate the skin, and in some cases even introduce bacteria and poisons into your skin. I had another case where a client took a full vitamin C lotion and says to me afterwards that because she wasn't feeling the level of moisture, like she wanted to feel more moisturized, because at that particular period that her hands were feeling a bit drier than they used to feel. So she took her vitamin C, applied it, and she felt, oh, she's not feeling as moisturized as she should, which means we could have introduced the hyaluronic acid as a separate treatment. She wears the serum and wears the moisturizer, and she can lock her skin with lipid. But what she now did was to take some coconut oil and then emptied it into her vitamin C. Right? That's fantastic. And then she damaged the formulation, because immediately you do that, you've interfered with the stability and the nature of the product. Right? Now the product is more oily, but the product is now drying out her skin and darkening her. And she's like, I don't know what to do. I said, what you're going to do is you trash that product. You have to trash the product because you don't handle a product that way. The nature of the product has been tampered with. The functionality of the product has been tampered with. And then I see a lot of people say that they use coconut oil. I do not think anything is wrong with coconut oil, but I would say that coconut oil is not a body oil you should use without a carrier oil. And as I had said in an earlier video, if you're going to use a lipid, first layer your skin with a moisturizer, then you put the lipid on it. Coconut oil has a drying effect. I don't know if many people know that. I don't know how much research they've done about that, but it has a drying effect. So if you want to use it, you must balance it with a carrier oil. I will talk about oils in another video entirely, right? So you mix it, you balance it with a carrier oil so that it's more stable and it can lock in moisture without drying you out. Okay, so just as I said, I don't want to start going into discussing oils, but what I want to say here is stop concocting. Okay, stop concocting. You are damaging your products. Ask for guidance before you start introducing things into your product. Actually, you don't introduce things into your product. You can use things after another. So you apply a product as formulated, and then you can put something else over the product, and you must ask for guidance to know what should be put before what. But the only times you put something, you introduce something into your face lotion or your body lotion is, as I said at the beginning of this video. If it is a face lotion, if it's a body lotion, just you take the one that you were asked to pump into your hand and put a drop of the concentrate, which is a treatment. Could be a niacinamide, can be retinol, it can be apotene, it can be vitamin C, whatever. Hyaluronic acid, yeah. Just one drop, mix on your hand and apply. Before you get to this, please ensure that you have done patch testing. If it's your first time using that product, if you're just starting to use that product, ensure that you patch tested before you get into a very, what's the word now, a very lavish use. Okay, you don't lavishly use a product that you have not patch tested, so that you don't expose yourself to something that has the potential to irritate or burn your skin. So take care. See you guys again, and stay safe, be careful, and don't mix your products without guidance. Cheers.